Evening folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back for more Planet Zoo and Panna Ghar. We are building our penultimate exhibit today, an underwater Gharial viewing area pool thingamajiggy. Now you will notice that it's nighttime and the pool, future pool, is covered in lights, and that's basically our level with you guys. This is about my 445th video, my 445th attempt at doing this. I had a method for doing it, which was not to dig into the world like most people are doing, but instead to build up and dig into it. And you know what, I got an exhibit going, it kind of worked. And then there wasn't enough room for the Gharials and I couldn't extend it and it all became a disaster, is what I'm trying to say here. This time, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna use the traditional method that everyone else does, which is tunneling down. So what we're gonna do first is tunnel down this right hand side. The reason for the lights is because of all this hangover and the trees and this big old mountain up here, which we do need. We're gonna use that in the next video. This whole area is very, very dark. Even in the middle of the day, this whole area is very, very dark and hard to see down. So if we make it nighttime instead, the lights turn on and I can actually see a lot better as it happens. Hence many lights. Plus it looks cool. Also, doesn't this whole look... I lit it up a little bit, as you can see. It looks really good at night. It's coming together, slowly but surely. It will do when I finish this bloody Gharial exhibit. Right, so let's give this another try. We're going to come forward like so. We're going to turn on angle snap. And we're going to start digging into the earth. What I need to do that is go into this little bit, turn on tunneling. We're going to go forward one, and then we're going to hit J and J, and we're going to go forward and 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 forward. Is that too far? I'd say that's about perfect. So we now have a path that goes all the way down and through there, and we need to open that up a little bit. I don't really want it to have this covered roof like so, so we're just going to decent sized little brush and just push, 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 like push, 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 like so. So that is our little path, and that's what you're going to walk down. All these lights aren't going to be here. It will be lit, but not like this. It's going to be lit, bro. Not like this. You'll walk down and you'll look to the left, and that's where the water tank will be. And if you want to view it normally, you can just stay up here and walk along here, and it'll be there. And we may do an elevated path here. I may end up getting rid of that. That hasn't worked out quite as I planned. Now, obviously, this is a little bit of a disaster, so let's just smooth this out a little bit. Can't be having all these pointy bits. What's all that pointiness about? No, thank you, senorita. This is much better already. I think this is off to a good start. I think it's going to look really cool. And we're going to do like dot lights all the way along that back wall. Not as messy as this, but when it comes to the proper exhibit, and they'll be like lit. It's going to be lit, folks. It's going to be lit, right? So what I'd like to do is smooth this out if possible. I don't think it's going to let me. We need to do all... Oh, I can, sweet. We need to do all the terrain work possible before the water goes in, basically. We can always put the water in and take it back out, but the point is, once the water goes in, you really can't do anything. So I'm going to come over here. We're just going to use brick for now. This is only temporary. We're not going to be using brick. I just want something nice and visible, essentially, so I can see what it is I'm doing. I also want this as close to that as possible. Okay, I had a little check of where I've gone. I don't want to say wrong, because I never want to say I've done it wrong. Of what I've done differently than other people, and that is to have... Basically, the path should sit above the bottom of the water. I think that's going to make things a little bit easier to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be all the way around, but for this bit at least, I think it's going to make my life a little bit easier. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to do like this. We're just going to knock in some of these little riverways a little bit. Again, it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It doesn't actually matter that much. But just for this little bit there. There we go. It makes it look more natural anyway. Totally part of my plan right from the get-go. So... another thing we're going to do is just flatten this bit down a little bit as well. Just to make this match up a little neater right there. I think. I'm just trying to piece this together in my head. Alright, that looks better, question mark, smiley face? Better, question mark, smiley face. Let's go. Oh, God, no. Right, I'm going to smooth that out. So it should be a little bit of a ramp that matches along with it, and then... Yeah. Another thing we need to do right now, because I ran into this problem, is sort out the staff entrance. This was a big problem for me, because I had no room for staff entrance whatsoever. This might actually be a much less of a problem with this method. I think if we can just put it here, so if we have the barrier come up and then have like a tall section here, or indeed hide it behind this tree, then we just have a bit of fence there, staff walks in, and they've got access to all this land. All we have to do is make sure that they can get around, basically. We can build a little bridge, though. That's fine. And they can actually get around anyway, by the looks of it. It looks like it's all pretty connected to me. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, this is going to work. It's going to work. Feeling good. Okay, let's start. Let's just stick in the barrier, and we'll go from there. That sounds like a plan to me. I'm just happy I've spent so long. Honestly, I can't begin to describe how long I've been sat here trying to get this to work. I know that's daft. I know it's not even particularly complex, but I mean, when you're just building in a space like this, it just, I don't know, it just becomes difficult for some reason. Just going to match this nice and tight with that. And then I think what we do is basically go into the wall. And then we're going to use a null barrier. Technically don't have to. What's that noise? What is going on? Right. You know what? We're just going to use brick. It doesn't actually... Oh, my now monitor died. Nothing is having babies, by the way. They keep saying they've adjusted the breeding rates, which they have, clearly. And they've adjusted them so much that nothing has babies anymore. Like, nothing is pregnant. Like, I think I've had, like, 2 pregnant animals in, like, 7 hours of gameplay. They've adjusted it way too far the other way, in my opinion. Okay. So this is going to come forward. This is going to be... Alright, this is working, this is working. It may look a bit weird, but it's working. Trust me, trust me. It's going to come around there. Let's bring this in. We go back to 2 meters. Obviously, we're going to raise these up and stuff, and that's going to help sort out this weirdness. Actually, if I can do that right now, that would help me out a lot. Okay. You go any higher than that? Sweet. Okay, I need you to go straight, my friend, like so. And then we go into curve mode and we go nice and long. This is going to be, you know, a bit of the exhibit. We want this to be one... I like the idea of this being like one huge sheer piece of glass, you know, just curling along the front. I think that's going to look pretty cool. It's a slightly different angle than the path itself. It comes out a little bit in the middle. It's a bit curvier than the path itself, but that's okay. We can live with that. Let's bring that in, bring that back in, and then we just begin to drop down over here. Okay. I think that's officially an exhibit. It is not. There's a gap somewhere. Don't know where. Is there? There's not a gap there. I mean, usually when you click it, it says, but I mean, it seems okay, unless I've gone crazy, which is always a distinct possibility. Let's grab these bits. Okay, obviously this is wrong. Obviously that's not okay, but that's fine. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're gonna bring. Oh my god, I hate this bloody thing sometimes. Right, do we just do it bit by bit? And if I do this bit by bit, are you gonna be nice to me? No, stop it. Plant! Sit over there. I need another 9 monitor. I know you're overcrowded, but you won't let me get rid of any of you. Oh my god, mechanic research done again. What is going on? It's not really anything I even want at this point, but I figure I may as well, right? Justine, my girl, barriers, yes! Justine's a stunner, an absolute little stunner. Okay, so this is all we need to do. We need to drag... No, that's not what we need to do. We need to grab these and just bring them up so they're even with everything else. Obviously, this isn't going to stay as brick, but for now. What's going on here? What are you up to? Why are you being weird? Let's grab you, weird boys. Let's get you up, shall we? And then back down again. This is all exceptionally strange, but that's okay. I can deal with strange. I've been dealing with strange all my life. Love a bit strange. Okay. Well, it's going to be perfect, but hey ho, who cares? Shoo! Stop protesting. Hey, is that different? No, just the overcrowded. Honestly, I can't do anything. I'm waiting for one of them to die. It sounds mean, but it feels like my only option at this point, so... Okay, hey, this is gonna work for once. I feel it. I really should have done the water before I started doing all this, but there we go. Staff can go in there and it'll actually function. That's amazing. Okay, good stuff. Right, obviously this is not all okay. Basically all of this section here. Is this where my problem is? Because I can't take that. Oh, never mind, I'm being stupid. Drag these along here. And this is what we need to bring up. This needs to be up here, way higher than it is right now. Just need you to match in there. You're getting a little funky on me. I don't mind a little funky. Actually, you're the only one who's not getting funky on me, oddly enough. All the others have got a little funky on me. Everything's dying. Pain is everywhere. Okay, you then need... Now you're getting funky on me. I said you weren't, and you got a little cocky about it. Okay. Okay, so imagine this is glass. Imagine it's filled with water. Imagine life is good again. Okay, we're going to try to put the water in. That's the next step. That's the next big step. Wish me luck. Okay, the bottom works. That's a start. We need to go deeper than that. Okay, also works. That's good stuff. Can we go higher than that? Good stuff. Obviously not deep enough. Can we go higher than that? Can we go higher than that? Can we go higher than that? Oh, yeah. That might be too deep. No, that's actually... Oh my god, it actually worked. I'm so happy. Right, let's grab these. I actually don't... we are going to get rid of the water, but I just want to... Oh my god. Come, let me back in. Let me back in. God bless NVIDIA Ransel. I swear. God bless NVIDIA Ransel. What would I do without you? My beautiful, bountiful baby. There we go. Look at that. Big, classy baby. Now, it's obviously super dark. Because it's nighttime. But I think we can probably put some lights under the water, light the whole thing up from underneath so we can see the Gharial swimming around. And of course, it's not going to be nighttime by default anyway. But yeah, underwater viewing. Gonna get a what? Right, so I don't think, looking at it, that this is enough land for the Gharials. I think we're going to knock back the water amount a little bit. I think we might get rid of this a little bit over here for a start. I think they're going to shout at me. I'm very conscious about this. They need way more room than I expected, honestly. I've had them before, so I don't know how I forgot, but shut up. I like this little dinky bit. I like this little dinky bit. I'd like to keep the dinky bits, but it does feel... Obviously, they need a way to get up into onto land as well. We'll have to do that in a second. I'm just going to knock this back a little bit, basically until I hit the wall. It's a wall in there somewhere of wood and pain, but if we can not hit it for a while, we're okay. What have I done over here? No, that's obviously bad. There's so many like little crevices and stuff in this exhibit because it's a building, and then I filled it with earth. You know, I literally just filled it with the earth. Every time you cut into somewhere, you just end up with these really weird little bits that you've never seen before. That you don't recognise. There we go. Right, so that's a little... I mean, even those little tunnels, right? They add a little bit of space that the Gharial can theoretically walk around in. And be a little happier. I think that might be enough. What's that? Is that wood? That looks like wood to me. Come here. No wood allowed. It's a no wood zone. Just like my sex life. Anyways. Okay. I'm feeling so much better at this. I'm so happy that this has worked out. I think that looks really cool as well. Right, let's chuck in... I'm going to put the staff path... Oh, wrong button. I'm going to put the staff pathing over here as planned. What are you doing? Why are you being weird? That's my bad. No, don't... No, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, what we need to do first, if we're being slightly moderately intelligent, is put the gate on. Oh, what are you doing? Why? 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 Why are you being so weird? What are you doing? Why have you gone mental? What are you on about? What's this? What's this nonsense? I don't understand anything. The world is nonsense. The world is utter freaking nonsense. Never forget, ladies and gentlemen, never forget. The world is out to get you, and it's going to talk rubbish at you as it does it. Never forget these simple life lessons. Well, whatever. It worked. Okay? It freaking I don't know what was going on, but we made it work. That's all that matters. Right, we need to fix this a little bit because that's kind of ruined. Come up. Thank you. That means I think you need to come up as well. No, it's okay actually. I'll bring you up a little bit further though. You're about that high. And that means you probably need to come up as well just to match that. Just in case anyone happens to take a little peek down there. There we go. I don't understand what was going on there. I have no idea. But we got there eventually. You, my beloved tree, kind of have to go. You don't really fit there anymore. That's a shame. I love the tree. God loves a tree. I love a tree. Everyone loves trees. That's okay. It's actually not okay. It's a very upsetting moment for me. Please give me a moment of silence. Right. So, now that that random malarkey is out of the way, Jesus, we need to set an area where the Gharials can come in and out of the water. I know it's filled to the edge, and I believe that works. What's going on? Can I have my animals, please? Oh. It's a good sign. Okay. There are our lovely Gharials. I mean, yeah. Really? No, you're fine. So you see his stress is quite high, his social stress is quite high, because I did try this before, and he didn't have enough room, okay? And he kind of freaked out a little bit. But he seems okay now. He's got plenty of room, plenty of space. If we click him, I'm just going to hit play. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful terrain. Yeah, mine was way smaller than this. This is much, much better. Oh, this is working out really well now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We will get rid of the lights. Replace them with cool lights, but we have things to do in the meantime. So, first things first, let's get on to the Gharial research, because we're going to need some lovely enrichment items. Gharial. Is this not alphabetical? Yes, it is. Is it? Yes. Diana, my love, you are doing nothing. You shall now research. Let's see what we've got already. We don't have much, but we have a mud bath. Why not? And we have... I'm thinking of building like the sheltered area, just like a little cave over here. Just a little area for them to chill. Down in that kind of bit. And we need a food tray. Again, I think we want this kind of around here, so they're near the... Oh, I'm doing. So they're near the humans. I want it that close to the humans. I mean, that's going to give a hell of a good view when they're eating. That is tempting. Can they get in and out? They can get out and out of that, right? We'll find out, I guess. At the very least, we're going to find out. I'm going to move this just slightly down as well, because, again, this is the main viewing point. When they're underwater, that's going to be really cool, but not going to eat underwater, right? So, okay. Can we get a zookeeper in here? I'm just going to slow down time. Actually, I'm going to speed it back up. Zookeeper walks in. The zookeeper sees that we need food, and he's on his way. The difference in size between the male and female Gharials is actual insanity. There is definitely gender dimorphism in real life. I don't think it's this extreme. When this first came out, we all thought it was either a bug or like somebody had maybe like a really old male Gharial with a 100% size gene and like a really young female Gharial with like a 0% size gene. That is just not the case. It's just not. It's, you know, the size. Okay, I mean, okay, this is not a good example because he is old and big size, but she's also like the same age, and that is not a size gene difference right there. That is just the game being crazy about Gharial sizes. Right. Let's see what they do. Let's just hang out with them for a little bit. See what happens. Well, it's coming together, folks. It's coming together. Obviously, we need decorations and rocks and plants and blah, 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 tons of different things. But do the basics work? That is the first question. Can they get in and out of the water, actually? That is the main thing we're going for right now. Whilst they're hanging around, we're going to do some terrain painting. Yeah, I'm sorry about the plants, lads, but you're kind of going to have to get over that. Although, I can probably get rid of these ones. They were there so that when you looked under the bridge, it looked cool. But I don't think that's actually an issue anymore, so is that better? Broken. Where are they? I've got a couple more trees somewhere. Is it really? Are you really reacting to this one? Are you being that soft? Yeah, that's better. That way you can still see from here. It doesn't block the waterfall either, which is going to come down there. And we get Kapok. Kapok is cool. Everyone knows Kapok is cool, okay? But we do need some littler trees. Littler trees will help save the day. I'm thinking, do we want palms? I don't know. Palms are cool, and we've been using a lot of them. Kapok. But they don't really have the rainforest look to them. You know, it's definitely more of a beachy kind of feel. Which is fine if that's what you're into. But it's not really selling the atmosphere that I want to sell with my park. You imagine this is going to be covered in trees, and this, and up there is going to be covered in trees as well. I'm going to flatten that down quite a lot bit more. We're going to build a full forest up there. Water tumbles down over the front of the lemur exhibit. It's going to be baller. Just trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. We're totally making it up as we go along, but that's okay as well. Both methods have value. At least we're a lot happier now. Can't put much more in the way of trees and keep them that way, but we're gonna add some more trees. Maybe we have like a little, some coconut palms, but just here. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, sure. Just on the edges of the water. Are you a baby? I want like a little baby one. Can you go like that? Is that crazy? Yeah, that's nuts. We can't have that. That's crazy. Little coconut palms. Yeah. Are these not a bit big then to have coconut palms? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm willing to go over the coverage a little bit. Again, another thing that maybe some people aren't, but for me, I'd rather have a great-looking exhibit that fits the theme, more importantly, of the whole building, than have an animal that's like 2% more unhappy. You know, I think that's a fine compromise to make, personally. You alright, buddy? How you doing, babe? Feeling good? She's feeling great. Probably. I don't speak Gharial anymore, unfortunately. It's like it's a lost language, you know? I just kind of let it slip over time. I'm ashamed. It is, however, covered in... Oh my god. The whole area is covered in sand and stuff, right? So we don't... It's like, I want to maintain loads of trees just because that does suit what we're going for. But it also... When all my Nile monitors are dead. What's going on with my Niles? Seriously. Is it just old age? I think they were pretty old. You old age? Yeah, that's sad. Aww. I actually don't think there's any Nile monitors in there anymore. We'll have to sort that out. Let's grab a donation box whilst we're here. Put one there. Put one... I really like having them at the side. I think it means people don't use them as much. I actually really like how this looks. I'm just going to say that. What's she up to? Is she eating? She's nomming. She's nomming down. I'm going to move this very slightly. It's in the shadow of the tree now. I'm going to put that there. Yeah, this is working really... I'm just happy it's worked. I don't know what's going on with the soil. I don't really have an explanation for that. But that's okay. That's totally fine. Banana palm. Banana palm. What we can do as well, we can front load the plant life. Like so. The idea being that you don't really see the back of the exhibit. It's very much shrouded in darkness. So because of that, it doesn't really matter if the back of this exhibit isn't covered in plants, right? Because we don't see it. So we can front load it and get all our points in, essentially. All our rainforest points, you know? We can use them all to good use. Am I making any sense whatsoever? I love these elephant ear plants, by the by. Just a little thing. I'll mention. Just a little thing there. And there. A little bit more. Little thing there. What else we got? Anything cool? No. Oh, mangrove. You want a mangrove? At the back. Cheeky little tree at the back. Might look cool. How cheeky can we go? Are you cheeky? How cheeky are you feeling? Are you like Nando's cheeky, or... I don't really think that does much, but... Yeah, whatever. Someone just said yeah, super loudly. What else can we do? Oh, found bamboo, you make me so happy. I never use it as bamboo. I'll admit, I've not used it as bamboo once, but... If you're going to sink something into the ground to make grass, or to make like a little bit of a bush, the bamboo is incredible. Look at it, it's perfect. It really is. So good at it. Best item in the game for it, in my opinion. I don't know why the game has no bushes, basically. But it'd be nice if we could get some. It'd be nice if we had a little bit more variety in that regard. That is not working for me at all. Oof. There we go. It's better. Little smatterings of green. It looks nice, doesn't it? It's got that. Oh, when the waterfall comes down, it's going to look so cool. We are saving that for the next episode because it is more part of the lemur experience, I would say. But I really like this. I know some people don't really like the lines coming down from the ceiling. Scaling. I think those will go a little bit when we get the trees up there, but they don't really bother me personally, if I'm honest. I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of trees. I actually don't think it needs any more, and I'm within my coverage. I could put more nature in, and I'm considering holding back. Am I broken? Has something gone wrong? I've never said those words in my life. I'm going to dot a couple of these around, I guess. These have a nice little tropical feel. Like, you feel like little plants that they would manage to sprout up in like really harsh environment, you know? I said I wasn't going to put any more in, and I've instantly started to put more in. Elephant ear over here, I think. I like the idea of having quite a lot of it in these shaded areas. I think that looks pretty cool. Doesn't necessarily make sense, but it looks cool. And cool things are cool. I kind of want to do something like that. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm really surprised that it's letting me get away with this much nature. I think when you sink it into the ground, it just doesn't count as much in the same way. So we're getting away with more than we probably really necessarily would in the past. Bum ba dum bum. I don't mind. It's a rainforest at the end of the day, right? It can be a Gharial exhibit, but at the end of the day, it's still in a rainforest. So we need to lean into that aesthetic as much as we possibly can, really. How are we doing? Feeling good? Looking good? 77%, I'll take that. Habitat. Yeah, I know that's not perfect. I can't really do anything about that. Nutrition, we will get better and better over time. Enrichment, again, that's something we'll have to research. Other than that, have you smashed this already? Other than that, we're looking pretty hunky-dory. Let's get some... There's really not much else I want to do. I need to put rocks in, which I entirely forgot about until right now somehow. And then I want to do some lighting, and we need our educational boards, and then I think we're done. I'm feeling good about this. I was a little apprehensive given how badly it went over and over and over and over again. But yeah, I feel like it's turned around quite a lot. There we go. Beautiful. Stick one over here. This one can be... Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Stand this one up, I think. I'm sure I just heard a box. I'm a little worried that my Gharial is now in a box, but we'll see. You can sit there. Yeah, this keeps happening. This happens all the time. For reasons that I don't think any of us quite know. There you go, folks. That's Panna Ghar. Tell you what, I love this building. This is... It's just become my baby, you know. It's African Adventure 2.0. I've done so much work on it to pull it together, to make it into something a little bit special. That kapok tree is a hero, by the by. Absolute champion of kapok tree. I'm wondering, just as I'm here... Kapok, kapok, kapok. Are they all the same size? Which one's this? That's 1. 2 is... I kind of want to put one, like, over here. It's doing a lot for the sightlines. And again, this is not an area I need to be able to see. It's helpful to have these tall trees, because I want this real sense of height. Like there's a bit of a canopy in the building, which you don't necessarily feel at the moment, just because there's a lot of these open spaces. What's up? Yeah, I know boas. Actually, I can maybe do something about that. Let's go try. Come on, buddies. I'm going to fix you up. Don't you worry about it. Where are you? I think I can do something about this now. There you go. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Are you injured? Why are you injured? You're a springbok. Why are you injured? And you shouldn't be injured either. Everyone's just beating each other up. That's right. Springbok and guys. Gemsbok and geysers. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I'm really happy how this has turned out. It's been a bit of a battle. I've been sitting here for about 3 hours, in all honesty. So to have it kind of start to come together, it feels pretty cool. And I'm hoping it auto-saves at an appropriate time. I'm loading in for the first time now, so you're going to join with me in my terror and apprehension of what I could have lost. I've lost, in the past, quite a lot of work. I don't see any rocks, but I do see educational boards. I think all it's done is kill my rocks. On the scale of things, I'd say that's pretty okay. On the scale of how bad it could have been a lot worse. That's okay. We'll add the rocks back. Reminder, folks, save. just save your games, please. Okay, folks, done a little bit of design work, but not much. Just added a little, we've got the signs there, we've got underwater viewing section down there. The last thing we really need is some lighting. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift over to nighttime. There's a couple other things I maybe want to do, like I just want to add the barriers around here, blah, 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 little boring stuff like that. I'm thinking about maybe some stuff on top of this glass, just to make it look a little bit less oomph. Maybe like a thin wood plank just going along there. And then maybe something at the end here as well. This ends very suddenly. I think maybe having, you know, God knows what, but just like a rock pile there or something would do good. But for now, we're just going to stick some glass in and call it a day. So, shapow! Let's make it dark and spooky. I should have one of these over there. That's all nicely lit up. That's the path is looking pretty good. We're going to stick with these down the path. We should stick with the same general lights that we've already been using. That makes more sense than anything else. There is a slight problem with this, is that I know at some point down here my power runs out. I'm not sure when that is, but I know it's happening. I really like this. Rainforests, like, speak inherently to my aesthetic, though. Like, I've always loved rainforest areas. I was always going to love building this. I've really, really enjoyed it, though. I'm going to be sad to see it go. But next we get to move on to Asia, and that's going to be pretty cool as well. Pretty excited about that. It means bears. We actually are going to nip back to... Well, we'll talk about that in future episodes. It's fine. Zoom out. What's this look like from above? Does it look fine? It kind of lights up the slides a little bit. It looks a bit funky, but it looks kind of cool as well. I'm on board. That makes me so happy. I don't know why, but that view right there, I think that looks really cool. Are you in the water, my friend? Is that... Am I looking at a Gharial there, or am I being crazy? Where are my Gharials? That's the question. Okay, well, they might be in here, and we're going to light this bit up. Oh, there he is. I mean. Oh, I want to go over here. I want to see it from this side. I don't know what I'm going to put along here. I'm hoping I can pull this out towards the path. If not, I'm going to fill it with rocks. Where is he? There he is. Alright, am I crazy? Oh, no. Oh, I wish you could see through this glass better. Because that's the view I want. This is still a little dark. I think maybe killing the path lights would help. But then people would die, so... Although... Is there any chance? Maybe I can just do it on this right-hand side. because it's now being lit up from this side anyway, right? From the lights in here. So yeah, that looks better. That looks better. We get a slightly better view, I think. Look at him! 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 Hello! Oh, awesome! 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 I love it. I love it so much. Right, okay. The last thing I want to light then is to try to light the Gharials just down here a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to go over the top, because it is meant to be like a resting area, but at the end of the day, we're here to entertain our guests, right? So we should be able to see something at nighttime. I'm thinking just like, I might actually use these. Oh god, stop it. Even that's pretty cool, actually. I said I wasn't going to go over the top. But that, I actually like that. That look like, yeah, I think we're going to, yeah. It's okay to have darker bits. And we do. You know, the back wall is lit up, but the actual, I might try to slide a light in here, like behind these bushes. But the actual bedding area is only slightly lit up. There's a bit of darkness here. I want to try to get a little light in here. Maybe one that you can just barely see, you know? What contains a dead animal? Who is dead? I suppose it's the warthogs. My warthogs refuse to mate. It might be the weird shape of the exhibit, I don't know what it is, but my warthogs refuse to have sex. They are the giant pandas of my zoo. I'm really happy about this. I can't believe the beta ends in 3 days. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little work down here just to tighten this up on the right hand side properly. And we need to put the path back in, although it's already done over here, just on this left-hand side. Next episode, folks, we are going to finish Panna Ghar. We are going to build the lemur exhibit. So, to quickly go through what the plan is, we're going to hollow this out. This is going to be a walk-through exhibit. There's going to be a barrier across here, and we're going to layer this whole thing with like wood as well, which should let the lemurs run across it. That's the idea, anyway. Hopefully. And then we're going to put a rainforest up here at the top. I'm probably going to build that on my own because that's not going to be particularly exciting. And then from that rainforest we'll spill forward a waterfall. And the plan for the waterfall is for it to tumble forward and land in the Gharial pool going past the lemur exhibit. So you walk through here, you walk over the gap in the Gharial exhibit, and you walk through here and you look to the left and there'll be a waterfall there. And there'll be lemurs running around and stuff like that. How viable this is as a plan, I'm not 100% sure quite yet. I think in theory it works, and that's enough for me for now. So that's what I'm going to pull this in now. That's what I'm going to go with. So I will see you lovely folks tomorrow for the next episode, the final episode of Panna Ghar. It's a very sad moment actually in a lot of ways, but we've had a lot of fun building it, and hopefully we're going to give it the big finale that it deserves. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for all the comments and support and everything over the past couple of weeks on Planet Zoo. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content. I will see you lovely folks next time. Cheers and stuff as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/BestInSlot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.